Why is it that some songs make us want to dance while others make us want to fight someone, while others make us want to make sweet, stanky love to someone? And how come whenever we try to write something, it's emotionless? We spent hours at our desk rewriting the same thing. Hell, we even tried going on a walk or taking a shower, but no matter what we do, it sounds predictable and it sounds boring. Well, by the end of this video, I'm going to help you fix that by using accents and simple meters to get the emotion that you're trying to evoke. And if you stay to the end, I'll take a melody that I wrote and rewrite it using different accents and time signatures so that way you can see how this works. And then I'm going to teach you how to do the same. By the way, this is part of a bigger free music theory course that'll take you from no music experience to being able to compose an orchestra for games. If you haven't, the free course materials are in the link below. Go ahead and check that out. And make sure to subscribe so you can see when new videos come out. Awesome. Let's get started. Actually, before we do, I'm going to get some incense going. It's lavender. It's an aphrodisiac. So let's start with simple meter. All simple meter is, the notes inside of it can be divisible by 2 or 4. So last time we learned 4/4, and we know that 4/4 is 4 quarter notes. And each of those quarter notes is naturally going to be divisible into 2, so 2/8 notes. Now another common simple meter is going to be 3/4. And 3/4 has how many quarter notes? 3. And each of those can be broken down by 2. Now you can keep this going. You can make it 2/4, you can make it 2/2, whatever, as long as the primary way that these notes, these beats are broken down is divisible by 2 or 4. But I'm too lazy to write down 16th notes, so if you watch the last lesson, it'll explain it there. Congratulations, you know simple time now. But what about accents? Accents are the force of the notes being played. So by playing some notes stronger or louder than others, they have more of an accent. Now normally, accents fall on what's called a downbeat. And a downbeat is a moment in a measure that falls on a beat. In the case of 4/4, each one of these quarter notes is a downbeat. Therefore, the first eighth note in each of these is also going to fall on a downbeat. But what about the second? Those are upbeats. And upbeats fall on spaces between downbeats. So in the case of 3/4, the downbeats are going to be these quarter notes. Further eighth note subdivisions are going to be the first eighth note in each group of 2. The upbeats are going to be the second eighth notes in the same group of 2. So let's hear what this sounds like. If I count in 4/4 and clap eighth notes with no accents, this is what it sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now if I accent the downbeats, let's listen to it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, it's starting to get a little bit more groove. Normally, we accent the downbeats. But what if we accent the upbeats? Will it make it sound different? Let's try it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty wild. It gives it a different feel. Let's try it with 3/4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. With accents. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now let's try it with the upbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now with that said, to help distinguish between time signatures, we generally really want to accent the 1. The 1 is the first beat. It's the reason why if I just clap like this, there's no time until I accent and make something a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now we're in 4/4. Let's go 3/4. So by accenting, or the 1 in different spots, we can then infer whether or not we have 4 beats in a bar or 3 beats in a bar. Finally, we have strong beats and weak beats. Now the 1 tends to be the strongest beat. Again, you can accent whatever you want, but generally 1's going to be the strongest. And then in the case of 4/4, your 3 is going to be the next strongest, and then your 2 and 4 are going to be the weakest ones. Whereas in a 3/4, your 1's a strong beat and the other 2 aren't as strong. They're both weak beats. So let's give it a listen. 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you this using one of the melodies that I wrote. I'm going to alter it in different time signatures. So let's go over to Reaper and check it out. So here's my melody that I wrote in Reaper. It's originally in 4/4. So let's give it a listen. Great. Let's try accenting different notes and see what it sounds like. So let's keep it in 4/4 and let's let's see what happens if we go and we accent upbeats in this, or the strong beats. Well, here's our second beat, third, and our fourth beat. So let's really crank these up. And here's a second in that. So let's hear what this sounds like now. Cool. What happens if we accent the strong beat? So let's pull everything back down and accent the 1 here. We don't have a 3, but we do have another 1 here. Try it. Awesome. So slightly different flavor. Now, what happens if we make this 3/4? We'll probably see a little something more from this. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to set my time signature to 3/4, and you're going to see these bars change a little bit. Boom. Everything got shorter. Okay, so now you can see we have 1, 2, 3 quarter notes. Now, I'm going to try to move everything into its equivalent of 3/4. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to move it because this little guy here was on the last beat. Compress all this. Make this a little shorter. And we're gonna, this was a triplet, so let's make it a triplet again, but end it out. Okay, back. And this was on a strong beat. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna move this up to become strong, make this weak, strong. All right, let's hear what this sounds like. A little bit different. So I'm going to move this around and make this stronger. This is on a strong beat. It's weaker, and let's see how this sounds. Cool. Versus. So now your homework is to take the melody that you wrote, and I want you to try rewriting it in 3/4 and 4/4, and then play with the accents in each and see how it changes the vibe of what you've written. After you're done with that, I'll see you in the next class. Take care.